It's either a hell yes or it is a hell no. Get that fucking trash out of your life. You have legacies to build. We grew that business from 3.4 million to 17.1. Horsepower, not horse shit. You want to be the parent that's an ally. They don't need another fucking friend. Not everybody's cup of whiskey. Toughest advice for the toughest businessmen. Be relentless. Michael McLean, nobullbook.com. You can get a copy of my new controversial book, How to Not Get Your Ass Kicked in Business and in Life, at nobullbook.com. You can also subscribe to my paper and ink monthly Michael McLean world building newsletter at badassletter.com. Both those links are below. So it's a hell yes or it's a hell no. This is a world building concept that I learned from the late, great Jim Camp, the world's most feared negotiator. Mr. Camp negotiated on behalf of the FBI for decades, negotiated with some of the most notorious drug lords, terrorist groups, communist, psychopathic governments, and Mr. Camp's secret weapon was my favorite complete sentence in the English language. No. Period. It's also my favorite word in the English language. N-O. No. So I talk a lot about the power of no. It's a hell yes or it's a hell no in my book. And I term it vitamin N. Vitamin N for no. If you want to build a world of your dreams, if you want to live life and do business on your own terms, then you absolutely, positively must have a healthy dose of vitamin N in your life daily. Not weekly, daily. You need to get in the habit. You need to develop the mental discipline of saying no a lot. All the time, every day. In business and in your personal life, no. N-O. It's funny, in our home, Krista has a strategy for using vitamin N with our daughter Emery. She says to Emery, whenever Emery has a question, she says, go ask your father. Go ask your father. I am the no guy. If it doesn't serve us, if it isn't important, if it doesn't add to our world, if it doesn't make my daughter's life better, no. Our lives have become so cluttered and out of control, with constant connectivity and texting, emails, 15-second videos, anti-social media, fake politics, news, on and on. No is the prescription. As I mentioned in my book, the other person that was responsible for me developing this discipline was a friend of mine by the name of Jeff Hunt. And Jeff sold his vacuum cleaning business, his carpet cleaning business to Sears at the time. This is going back 25 years. And he sold his carpet cleaning division to Sears for $30 million, give or take $1 million. And he was still a very young man. He was in his early 30s. So he's got all this money. He ended up buying a hockey team. He ended up partnering with a professional football team. He just lived the life of Riley. He had a great marriage, 2 young children. You know, he was the multi-millionaire who walked his kids to school. And he was also one of the most recognized, he still is one of the most recognized people in the city. He's just one of those guys that you can tell he's built his own world and he lives life and does business on his own terms. Total maverick, total renegade. Think Mark Cuban light. That's exactly what Hunt is like. So I was talking to Jeff one night on the phone. He's asking me about a promotion. It was actually the Hanson brothers of the movie Slapshot that I had hired. And he was thinking of bringing them in for an opening night promotion with his hockey team. So he called me at home one night and we're talking about business and life and all this other stuff. And I asked him a question. I said, Jeff, I said, you know, for all that you have going on, for, you know, you're a local celebrity and you got the hockey team, you got the football team, you got all these different things, but, you know, you're a connected husband and father, and you just seem to be one of those guys who's got autonomy. You know, you've got your personal sovereignty act together. And he said to me, he on the phone, he goes, Michael, you know my secret? And I said, I'd love to know your secret. I said, I'm busy. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. He goes, Michael, I say no to almost everything. And I was like, wow, really? He said, vitamin N. I say no to almost everything. And then he told me, he said, but I take it one step further. I take the discipline one step further. He said, when somebody presents me with an exciting opportunity, which, I mean, we're all entrepreneurs, like everything excites us. Everything excites you because you're a badass millionaire. You're an entrepreneur. So you're hardwired. You're absolutely hardwired for challenges, right? So if I said to you, okay, we're going to do this, you're like, yes. And so this is something that's critical for entrepreneurs and businessmen like ourselves, because we are so prone to taking too much on. So Jeff said to me, he goes, Michael, he says, when I'm presented with one of these daily opportunities, I mean, the guy's a public figure, right? He's getting letters, he's getting texts, he's getting emails, he's getting people calling him. You know, they want him to be involved in this next venture. And he says, you know what helps with the discipline of vitamin N? He says, I stop and ask myself every single time I get excited about a new idea. He said, I stop and I ask myself, okay, if I do say yes to this, and I do take on this new venture, this new responsibility that I have some interest in, what am I prepared to stop doing in my world right now? And that's the deal breaker right there. That's the thing that brings it all together. That's the thing that makes no possible. That's what drives vitamin N. When you think about it, so if somebody presents me with I had a guy the other day, a gentleman, he said, Michael, you got to put on a big seminar, super conference, you know, like the big guys do. And, you know, we'll get a couple thousand people here and we'll have it. And I'm like, no, I'm a default no guy. But after thinking about it for a few minutes, I mean, it's exciting, right? It's exciting for people to present you with things. Michael, I have this great investment, or you should put some money in this, or I have this hockey team that's for sale. You should buy this. Why don't you get back in the insurance business? No. So when I was thinking about this seminar the other day, and we've all attended those seminars with 1,000 people, 2,000 people, and I know I have lots of friends in that business, and it's just work. It's just headaches. It's just work. I mean, it's a grind, and I have no interest whatsoever. But when I was thinking about it the other day, driving around in my vehicle, I was thinking about, okay, if I had said yes to that opportunity or any other opportunity, what would I have to say no to in my life? Would I have to stop driving Emery to school every morning? Would I have to stop picking her up every day after school and driving her home? Maybe I'd have to start, I'd have to start giving up my Sunday morning hockey with the kids. Or maybe I wouldn't be able to coach school power skating on Tuesdays at 4. Or maybe I would have to change my work schedule. So all these things, I'd have to sacrifice date night with my queen. So these are all the things that you have to think about before you ever say yes to something. And we're all at the age, 45, 55, 65. We're all at the age now where we know better. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. You know when something doesn't fit. Your golden gut, your intuition, your creator, whatever, you go on these morning walks. You can tell when something isn't a fit in your life. And there's no reason, this is important, there's no reason to ever allow anything into your life that doesn't fit there. Such a simple concept. Does this person fit there? No. Does this habit fit in my world? No. Does this type of business fit in my world? No. Does this type of activity fit in my world? No. And you can just go down the list, and it's all about curating. It's all about cutting the rope, but stopping that stuff at the door. You need to get in the business of saying no a lot. And badass investor Warren Buffett says it best. Buffett talks about, he says, the richer, the wealthier a person is, the richer, when the wealthier the person is. Billionaires, he said, the more they say no to everything. There's a guy who sits in his office and studies uninterrupted for 5 and 6 hours a day, just poring over books and reports and newsletters, his phone never ringing. I don't even think he carries a cell phone. His secretary comes in with his lunch. Like he just poured, and they showed his daytimer one time, one of those black daytimers, and he had like 3 appointments in the month of April. Three appointments. So his entire week was no, 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 no. And if I showed you my physical daytimer today, you would be shocked. You would be shocked. So I have nothing but study today. So all I have today is my road work, Operation Money Suck, which is my writing. I'm going to write 5, 6, 7 emails today. I'm going to shoot a video. And then I have my book reading, and that's it. And then the same for Tuesday, the same for Wednesday. Then I have a little bit of maintenance work on paying of some bills and stuff, going to the bank on Thursday, and that's it. But I got my skating on Tuesday with the children, and I got my hockey on Sunday, and it's just constantly no, no, no. My wife, Krista, and I, she's become very strong at this because it's normal when you're younger to say yes to everything. Would you guys like to come to this birthday party? Would you guys like to host Christmas? Would you like to? And it's exciting when you're young and you have your first home and all this stuff. But as you get older and wiser, it's just like there's, freedom. No equals freedom. No equals freedom. Do we want to go and no? Do we want it? No. Do you want? And it all comes down to, does that thing serve you? So my recommendation, I teach a ton of this, how to say no, how to work on your backbone, your stiffening of the vertebrae. I teach you how to use the greatest sentence in the English language, no. And I teach this in my book. I teach this every month in my world building newsletter, and I constantly preach and teach this in my 5-star masterminds. Guys cleaning up their lives, they're overwhelmed, they're this, they're that, and I'm like, hey, you need some more vitamin N in your world. No, 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 no. So just remember, man, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And fast. No, thank you, but no. Thank you, but no. Thank you, but no. That's it. I'm launching a brand new product this week, and you can actually see it. I'm going to launch it later today. There's a link below, and the product is called How to Make Maximum Money in Minimal Time. And a businessman without this product is like a businessman without testicles. It is a compilation of 7 years of my old renegade marketing and UMA newsletters, physical newsletters, 40 plus newsletters in a big book with 4 incredible free web training bonuses. It's a physical product. Watch yourself when you pick this thing up. And it's for the serious businessman. It's not for the candy ass marketer or the guy that cares what his sister-in-law thinks about his marketing. It's for guys that want to make maximum money in minimum time. It's nothing loftier than that. And you can go to blackhatletters.com. That's blackhatletters.com. The link is below. The link is in the email. And I'm launching this program today. It is one ugly, mangy dog, clunky product, but it's my 7 years of back issues of my old insurance marketing newsletter program. And if you think these newsletters are just for insurance agents, you're crazy. This stuff, what I call personality marketing, it works better in the barbershop business. It works better in the window washing business. It works better in the retail business. It works better in the restaurant business. It worked like gangbusters in the hockey business. So marketing is marketing, but you can check out the site. I didn't put up a fancy site or anything like that. Or a big sales letter. I just put up a video and an order page at blackhatletters.com. So click on the link, decide whether it's for you or it's not for you. It might not be. This product isn't for everybody, and it might not be for you. But if you're interested, check it out. It's expensive. It's for the pro, and it's a 400 level product. 40 plus physical newsletters plus 4 kick-ass best web trainings I did over the 7 years. The physical copies and electronic digital copies of those also included. So if you're serious about scaling your business from 5 to 6 to 7 to even 8 figures, this product may be for you. That's it for today. Remember to hug and kiss and tell your wife and your children and your grandchildren how much they mean to you. That's the most important thing we do every day, is tell the people in our life that are most important how important they are to us. Be present, be there, be mentally there. Put that phone away. When it's dinner time, it's dinner time. When it's time to relax, it's time to relax, and shut that stuff off and be there with the most important people in our life. Win your morning, conquer the chaos in the afternoon after lunch, and be there present for the people you love in the evenings. That's it. 3-step plan. Two words that change my life, 2 words that can change your life. Be relentless.